All right.
What's up, everybody? This is your man, DJ Square, not from the DJ Information Group. And let me tell y'all something. She's young, but she got mad skills, yo. I called her a hip hop lyricist. After looking at multiple videos and just watching her flow, she definitely has it going on. She's like in the root of hip hop, and she's got that old school style flavor that that's just to me is just straight up banging. Who am I talking about? None other than Moni Nayo. What's up? How you doing?
Hi, I'm good. I'm good. Really good. Can't complain with everything that's going on. Just we still here, so we all doing good, right?
Yeah, no doubt, no doubt. Well, we really appreciate you coming in to talk to us. I know General Taylor, he connected us to you as part of the female MCs group that he has, and
hmm
he really wanted us to come in and and really chat with you, find out what you're about for ourselves, and then basically at this point. Um, Let us be another resource for working for you in terms of spreading the word about who you are, your music, and so on and so forth. But I'm gonna tell you like this, girl. From the work that I've seen, which you've really been busy. Um, you've been in the mix. It's like I've been looking at your videos. I know they go back a couple years or whatever, but just in the work that you got going on and your flows and everything is just absolutely phenomenal to me. So
Thank you.
what I would like to do is because we have not really been plugged into you up until we were introduced to you by General. Is I want you to tell us who Moni Nayo is, and and tell us what intrigued you to get started.
Well, I'm from Brooklyn. I grew up in West Palm Beach, Florida. I've lived in a lot of almost every major city. I just love music. I was listening to R&B music mostly when I was young, and that's like really kind of what I fell in love with, and that's what I started writing when I was younger. And when I got to college, I was like, oh, I can rap. That'll be easy. It I was terrible at first, but I didn't know this. And then later I got with some people and they kind of started teaching me about, hip hop, and I started going back and studying it and then really kind of just fell in love with it because I just felt like you could say so much and there's so many different flows that you could use and just I just see the art in it, and like when you really study it, that's really when you see how much goes into it from all the greats, and you are just like overly impressed with what they do. So that just kind of inspired me to want to continue, like even now, always trying to just get better at it, because there's so many different elements to it. So I love hip hop. I love music. I love rapping. I'm a mix between the South and the North and Jamaica, a whole bunch of different stuff. So just a little melting pot. I don't know what else to say. That's how I got into it, just by listening to the greats.
Gotcha. So I'll tell you like this: it's definitely ingrained in you, and whatever you did in terms of really picking up the culture and learning about the culture, I would say you. There's always we never finish moving up, and we never finish learning, which is a beautiful thing because if you learned everything, then no one would be able to tell you anything. But I'll tell you at this point, from everything that I've seen from you, you are definitely in the right mode. Uh,
Thank you.
when I was sitting there and listening to the different things, I was like, I don't know how old you are, but you definitely, I will put you in beast mode status. Because you're just to me, your flow is just, I just really dig your flow. Um, and the different videos that I've seen. You got chapter 3 of Plot Thickens. Is there a chapter 1 and 2?
Mhm.
So I got to get back. I was trying to find them before I could get with you. Uh,
Yeah, it's my YouTube channel, Moni Nayo.
mhm.
It's all on there. Yeah, there's a 1 and 2.
Gotcha, gotcha. So I'm gonna definitely have to get with those because I was like, man,
They harassed me about those. They want a 4 or 5, 6. I'm like, I didn't when I first started it. When I did 1 and 2, because I did 3 after that, but I did 1 and 2 at the same time. That was the first video I had ever put out. I put a project out, and those were the first videos I put out from it. And I didn't know like that. I didn't know what I was doing as far as releasing stuff. And it it went all around on Facebook. And so if I had known it was gonna do that, then I would have had more chapters ready. But I'm like, I don't know. I was just thinking every project I would just release 1 chapter, but
well,
like,
fabulous work. And I'm gonna tell you, as far as the videography is concerned, you got it as Secret Society Motion Pictures. I don't know if
mhm.
that's part of your
Ne-
crew, whatever, but let me tell you, they are doing an awesome job, and they make you look absolutely fantastic. Um,
yeah, thanks. That's a guy named Nimi Hendrix. He's out of New Jersey. Very dope, and we work together well. So I always come up with all the treatments and write out everything how I want it. But he just helps me to bring that like vision to life. So yeah,
gotcha,
great director.
gotcha. So, of course, with me seeing chapter 3, but I'll have to go back and see chapter 1 and 2. Um, just give me what is the plot thickens about, in a nutshell.
Uh, when you listen to it, you'll see basically it's kind of hard to explain without just because it's really a conversation like that just really shows you see the third one is after that's kind of when after all the drama happened when we trying to cover it up. But chapter 1 is just it starts it's like it's a story of a young girl, and she's it's actually kind of really gets deep into it, but she's like she's saying, she wants to leave her mom's house. Basically, like her mom's boyfriend has been like touching her and stuff like this. Her mom's like kind of bringing different men through the house and stuff like that. And then you see her kind of like changing a little bit, dressing differently, doing this stuff. And then I'm like the friend that's like, trying to console her through things. And then it kind of fast forwards, and now she's grown, and the kind of same situation is happening in her life with her and her child, and she finds this out. Then she ends up killing the guy. And then in chapter 3 is when the guy, he's dead in the room, and she says, oh, his brother was coming over at the time. I'm there. She's called me there. And then the brother comes in. So it's like, it's a story. The plot thickens, it has to always
Right.
build up more and more drama. So,
Well, the reason I had you uh, explain what that is because you how long have you been doing this before I say what I'm gonna say?
um, well, rapping, I've been rapping about 10 years now, but when I did that, that was some years ago. That was a few years ago. So,
About 3 4 years ago.
hmm
We're up in there. Now, what I really really enjoy, and the reason I ask you that is because you know how to tell a story.
thank you.
You know how to tell a story, and it was clean. You know what I'm saying? Sure, you got some stuff up in there, but for the most part, it's something that we can enjoy without it being a word every other a curse word every other word.
hmm
And that shows that you have the talent and you have an intellect, and that's rare in this day and time. So salute to you for that. Big salute to you for that. um, and then I watched your you had another video that I was watching, Harlem Renaissance.
Mm-hmm.
Harlem Renaissance, and you took it back. That was another good collab with your producer and your videographer, however they did that, because it just worked. Everything about it, So your body of work, from what I see, great, awesome, and I encourage you to continue to do that. Um, Now going into, I see that you have, you got a lot of where it's you're doing these joints by yourself, and by no means do you need a feature. But it's always, it's something nice to have a collab or whatever. But if you had a chance to collab with someone, um, who would that be?
It's it's a toss up between Jay-Z and J. Cole. Those like kind of my two like tops. So between those two people, um, I like them both for different reasons, but those are kind of my two faves. I mean, that are still here. um, yeah, so I would have to say between those two. Jay just he just got something just genius about it. And I just love the charisma and everything. He comes and brings the essence on the track, and then Cole just so open and so honest, and great at telling a story. That's really I really after that's when I started telling like stories. I was like, oh, I could do that. Let me tell some stories. So that's kind of how I got into that. So definitely those two people.
I would
Yeah.
definitely. I guess I was kind of on par, in terms of who you would want to collab with. I would say she could probably fit in with some of the older heads that was really bringing the heat. Because that's what you got. You got heat. So, um,
Wait, who? Like who?
so now in terms of female wise, who would you say you would? Let me see if I'm
This is
on par with that.
y'all probably never heard of her, but she's it's a girl. She's from New York. She's on Instagram. Her name is Lady London. Um,
I've seen.
and she doesn't have that much music out yet, but freestyling, she's really good, really really good. She has like 500,000 followers, so she's known a little bit, but not like
Mhm.
all the way out there. But out of really all the girls I've heard, she's untouchable with that, like just crazy with it. So I really, that would really be a real true competitive fun thing to do right there.
Cool beans. Cool beans. Um, so, of course, as we move forward in time, I see General, he's in here now, and we have several other DJs. Um, when I also looked at your joint, um, let your hair up,
hmm
not down, but up. And
Afro.
and I said you have to understand what she's saying right there, because you're speaking to the females and letting them know that they can stand up and they can be beautiful.
Mm.
And you did that. You delivered that really well. But tell us about that particular song.
Oh well, I wear my hair in an afro a lot, and my last project was called The Brown Skin Agenda, and
Mhm.
that's what it's on. So everything in that project is for my people. I actually have a whole short film that goes with each song, like back's about 18 minutes, and that's in there. And basically, it's just celebrating Black women in their natural state, like our hair grows up, that's what it does. We have afros, we have curly froze, we have these things, and just saying like, this is beautiful too. It's okay to wear your hair however you want to wear it, but never feel bad about because that's kind of what the media tries to do, like there's something wrong with it. And we've been changing that now because we see a lot more people that's natural. So just like that, just a celebration of the Black women, you know, just saying like the collagen's a compliment, meaning when they getting them lips injected, trying to look like you. And the 10 lines, that's some fan signs.
Mm-hmm.
And it's ode to you. I mean, you birthed the whole world. It's an ode to you. Like, you know, so just celebrating the Black woman. And, you know, and the video was just summertime in New York, colors, fun, drop tops, just skating, just girl power, just everywhere. Colors, just
That's
try to bring that forefront, just fun, just like, yeah, you're beautiful, you know, no matter how you come in.
that's beautiful. And, you know, I really enjoyed the videos. Um, and you know, everything that I saw from you, I really enjoyed. Um,
Thank
and you know, more than anything, I just really, really love your flow. Um, you have that, and you yourself are very charismatic with the way you put it out there. You know, in terms of your cadences and everything. You know, you really have taken some time to really hone in on your craft, and that's obvious. That is definitely
thank
obvious. And of
Still
course, like you
working
sent me,
now.
I could definitely, you know, talk to you about more and more as I, you know, I've done my research on you. Now, and I'll ask some questions at the end, as a matter of fact. But I wanted to give the DJs an opportunity to ask you some questions as well. We got DJ Rod Flash, who is our primary admin. He's at work right now, so but he sends a salute to you, sends a shout out. And then we got Michael E, who's also at work, and he really is digging "Let Your Hair Up" for sure. Um, so he sends a salute as well. The
Thank you.
first DJ I'm gonna take you to is DJ Silent Professor, and he'll ask you a question.
Good evening. Good evening.
Hi,
How you doing today?
I'm good. I'm kind of in here trying to find. Okay, well, you're good. Because I'm scrolling through the thing. But hi, how you doing?
Doing all right. So I did get a chance to listen to some of the tracks. Um, like Square Nine said, if I had to put in my own words, um, beast mode isn't the word I would use. It would be more like hungry and angry, because it's like you know, you out there trying to grab it, and the lyrics is just so mean that, you know what I mean, it's just like cuts from a barber shop. You come out there fresh. So I was like, oh, this is definitely you know, something for, you know, my personal playlist and the rotation.
Thank
Um, but the track I had in mind was "Profit for Profits."
Profit of
Can you tell
profit.
me? Yep. So can you tell me a little bit about that? What you know, what was the thought process behind that?
That was I got the beat from somebody and I wrote a like kind of like a long freestyle to it. And then I got in the studio, and it's funny because the last bars on the Prophet of Prophet, Muhammad that pop shit, full rhyming that's positive. The whole part that was at the end, like the last few bars of the song, and they were like, "Oh no, 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 no! You need to start that at the front and just drop all the rest of the stuff and just start with that flow and go from there and just." And that's just, and I just like, okay. So it was just a freestyle, really. You know, touched on a couple different things. I was kind of talking about I had the Black China reference and you know, kind of just being a girl that wants to get stuff on her own, you know. And it was just a freestyle, so
Okay. Okay, but it was definitely a dope freestyle. I mean, you know how you listen to something that's just like refreshing, like, you know, when, you know, Jay dropped the blueprint, or, you know what I
mhm.
mean, KRS One came out, you know what I mean, with just that dope freestyle, just letting MCs know that, you know, hey, you know, I might, you know, might have been in the business for a long time, but you know what I mean, if you know, if you step to me, you definitely will get cut.
Yeah, yeah, just wanted to do a lot of flows on that one. That's Just show
So,
off skills.
right. So I got one more thing for you. So, and this is kind of one of the off questions I usually ask MCs. Um, you got, you got three things when you sitting down to do the writing process. Tell me what those three things are.
Um, really, I need it to be alone. That's number one. I like to write. I don't really like people around. I like silence. So like, cause I'll be listening to the music, but then sometimes I have to actually like turn off the music just to think for a second. And I need silence in that time. So be alone, silence. And really I write on my phone. So my phone. I know a lot of people use pen and like pad, but I mostly write like on the phone just because my handwriting is terrible. So I think that's it. That's normally all I have. I just being by myself, having silence, so like nobody there to interrupt me, to say something, to be making noise, and then just my phone.
I got you. Well, I mean, there's nothing wrong with the phone, long as you can, keep up with it wherever it is. But the one thing I'd say to you is just keep pushing your brand. You got beyond something. It's just time to take it to the next level. Like Square said, keep that beast mode going.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
No problem.
So we have a female in here, and believe it or not, she's like hip hop royalty. Um,
That's what's up.
she is actually one of the very first DJs in the culture.
That's what's up.
This is DJ Baby D of the Mercedes Ladies. She's in here.
How you doing?
Hi, how you doing?
I'm doing great. So my question to you is, where do you want to see yourself in 20 years with this?
Oh, in 20 years. Um, I would like to have made a name for myself. Just put my music in front of as much people as I can, because that's really what you do it for, for the world to hear it, to release. So just to have, I'd love to have a number one, at least a few number one hits in that time. And just put music out that really touches people, and be able to support my family, with my family, myself, with what I do.
Mm-hmm. So what do you say your flow is? What would you categorize your flow as?
Mm, what's an example of categorizing a flow? Just so I
Like you can go in hard, like you're more poetic, uh, you
well,
know.
that's well, sometimes like I'm telling a story. Sometimes I'm like real poetic, real heartfelt, stuff like that. But then I could also, give flows and freestyle, and and talk my ish. So it's kind of hard. Like I could do many different things. A lot of the times, a lot of like the two projects that I came out with, I've really kind of been more conscious, because I like to have a message in the music.
Mm-hmm.
So there's that. But I'm also, if it's, I've battle rapped, I've done different things. So
Mm-hmm.
I like to, and I've studied a lot of different people. So I would think that I could do almost any category.
Anything they put in front of you, because I just heard a little bit of you.
Hmm.
And the way I view your sound is conscious.
Hmm.
And I like that. You're not talking about, WAP, whatever that is, and stuff like that. And I like, you know, conscious females coming out to change sort of the way, audience kind of view us. Like when they see a new rapper come out, they thinking she needs to come out and wilding out and stuff like that. But you bring in
Yeah,
yeah, you're bringing some positiveness to this, and that's what I like to see. And keep it up.
Thank you. Yeah, what I say about that, I said is like it's just been a little off balance. I think like of course it's fine for women to do whatever they want to do in hip hop, but it's just like, you know, if you're looking at mainstream, it's just kind of one sound, one
Yeah,
kind of subject. So I just feel like it should just be a little bit more balanced of another side, because then that's all like, you know, that's what people are seeing, that's what people are perceiving women as, which is like, yes, some, and then there's, you know, there's just a variety. And then in male rap, there's more of a variety of like, there's still J. Cole, there's still
exactly.
Kendricks, along with, you know, whatever else. So just
You're absolutely 100% right on that one. So you keep it up, break down them doors, and stay
thank
true to you and your consciousness, because our kids are watching that. Okay.
you. Thank you.
Okay. Good luck.
Appreciate
Thank
that. And now we got DJ Mike L. What's up?
Hey, what's up? What's good? What's good?
That's good.
I got maybe a few questions or two.
Okay, go right ahead.
What do you think is your best project right now, if any?
Well, I mean, well, I just have 2 projects out. I don't know. I really like my first one, but that's like your first, you know, project
Right.
that you put out. But people really like the second one too, because like the first one is called Pussy Power, which is not about that. It's about like women empowerment. So it's all kind of, every song is like kind of something to do with like, you know, women. And then the second one is the Brown Skin Agenda. So it's about brown people.
Right,
So
right.
I don't know, but I'm kind of a person that when I look back at my old work, you know, it's old to me, you know? So I
Right.
always feel like I can do better. Like I don't really even like to listen to old work like that. I'm more
Yeah.
about what I'm doing right now and present. So I would say what I'm doing right now,
Right,
which
right.
isn't out yet, is my best work. You know, if you're not growing, then you're dying.
So
So
if you weren't doing this, what would you be doing?
oh, recently I thought about that. I would be a lawyer.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, I would be a lawyer. Probably civil rights lawyer.
Oh,
Definitely might have got into politics
right.
because need more. Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. And do you do DJ drops?
Yeah.
Okay. So I guess we'll let Square Knot, handle the info on that. Yeah, that's all I had for you.
All right. Thank you.
Cool
Uh-huh.
beans. Well, I like what you said there. As far as um, you know, Michael asked you the question of course, if you weren't doing this, what were you doing? And you being a lawyer, a civil rights lawyer. So that means right there that you are really for your people.
Yeah, it just really bothers me when I see, you know,
Hey,
what's going on.
speak on it. We love to get your opinion on it. What's your thoughts on the current day status and all of that?
Well, it's just so intricate the way, especially like politics and, you know, everything that's going on with the country, and just like I read a lot, and I study a lot, and these kind of things interest me. And like, you know, even more recently I've been reading a book called The Color of the Law. And it's just it's things we know. You know, we know that, you know, the way the system was kind of set up was never really for people, and we know how America started and what it was built on. So just like that book just kind of it's more on the housing market and how they try to like block us out, and how the separation, all these things. And it's just like, it's weird because it's just so intricate how they kind of do all of this. And it's just like, why would you do that, you know? Like, what would really make you go through all of this just to try to lock a certain type of people out? So yeah, that definitely would bothers me. So, and just like kind of educating people, because a lot of the time we're focused on other things, and or we don't have no as much information as we should, or about credit, or about all these things when we're young. And I think it's very important. And these aren't the things that they teach us when these are the things they should teach us. And just like, you know, encouraging us to know the law, because when you know the law, then you really know what you can do. Because, you know, when we look at Jewish people and they say they own all this property, they're also all lawyers, and they kind of know how to, they know all about taxes, all these different things. And it's just, I think it's really important for Black people to really get into that and really start owning some things, and really starting to, in politics, have a presence, because the reason we don't really have that seat at the table, so nobody that's in there that's making these rules and these laws for us are from where we're from, are our race. They can't really understand, you know, us to speak for us.
That's dope. And I'm glad that you are conscious about all that. And hopefully, in the midst of course, your travels through your hip hop side, that you'll be able to step into the endeavor of being one who becomes a change agent for some of the stuff that's out there. Because,
That, yeah,
oh my God,
that's definitely one of the things I hope to be able to do too.
yeah, because it's really sad, and I say so many times that if if we could just change our mindset, it would just
Yeah.
be so much better in a lot of cases. But we didn't come here to get you all in that. But it's good to know that we have someone who is actually, utilizing your platform. Your rhymes actually, it's definitely there. We can feel that in your rhymes, and that's dope.
Mm-hmm.
And I appreciate that. But again, here I am start talking, and we got DJs. So let me get back to that. The next DJ I want to call on is DJ Lisa Love.
Peace, sir.
Hi.
Hey, how you doing? I was listening to everything you were saying. You got your mind in the right place, and that's good. And I wish you a continued success in this industry. And you know, as you get older, you know, you'll be able to do a lot more. You know what I mean? Because you're starting off, and you got your head in the right place. But utilize your format to stand up for everything you believe and keep doing it.
Thank you.
All right, you're
Thank
welcome.
you. I appreciate that.
Yeah, that's it.
Got my man out of H Town, DJ Big Dooley. What's up?
Hello, how you doing? Who are your top five female rappers?
Oh, top 5 female rappers. Mm, okay, I'm gonna put Nikki in there just because she has really kind of went to, like, as far as like numbers and all this stuff, broke out of there and really, you know, kind of crossed over in that sense. And then also I really she has flows and all of that different things. So Nikki, Lauren Hill, of course, um MC Light. I just love her delivery and her voice. um and I think the other two, I used to love Lil' Kim delivery, to be honest. So her, and then myself. Gotta
Okay,
throw me.
that's what's up. That's what's up.
Hmm. Yeah,
Okay.
that's who I would say. I don't listen to that much. I love when I hear a female rapper that can really, really rap, I love it. But you know, I don't, of the newer school, I listen, of course, but it's not like my go-to.
Okay. And who is your inspiration?
My inspiration, it's so much people that's been my inspiration. So, you know, I go all the way back from like Slick Rick, Rakim, all these people, but then, like, you know, move forward to that, like, of course, Tupac. And I just feel like he just has that soul that you know, just cannot be duplicated. You know, that's something that just was in him. So, of course, Tupac. Like I said, I love Jay-Z. I don't know if it's because I'm from Brooklyn, but love Jay-Z. Really love J. Cole. I love the messages he has, and Gus has kind of put that forward. Um, I like Eminem just for the technicality and like skill set. Just really dedicated. Andre 3000, definitely crazy with it. So it's hard. There's so much people that have kind of got into this, but the top people. I wonder if I'm missing anybody, but yeah.
Okay, well, continue much success, and nice talking to you.
Nice talking to you too.
And I just want to say you are a homegirls because you got several of us in here that are from New York as well. I'm one of them from Bed-Stuy in East New York.
Mm-hmm.
Lisa Love is from upstate New York. We got I-95, so it's a bunch of us in here. And so we know. So
It's just somebody.
that's dope. Now this next one, I saved him because I like to mess with him with his name. And I always say, this is the DJ that's all up and down the Eastern Seaboard, DJ I-95.
Hello.
Hi.
Like Square said, I'm from New York, and one of the songs that definitely is on the top of my list is Harlem Renaissance because I'm from Harlem. That's my hometown. What was the concept of that song for those that haven't seen the video or anything?
Well, it just starts out Harlem Renaissance, the new Negro movement, making money off the same pain they used and abused us. I'm just a writer at heart. If you admire my art, you're not a fan, more by your source. And your taste is impeccable, I must say. Just talking about I'm an Evie Du Bois, saying the things that ain't easy to voice, you know. I'm a Langston Hughes, bringing color to the light. I just enhanced your hues. Like, just paying homage kind of to the Harlem Renaissance is just, that was really a time for Black people in America. Like, that was the you from Harlem.
Yeah,
So,
I know.
everything that was going on. It was just like Black excellency and just dapper down, just the art, the culture. So just kind of highlighting that and like saying, okay, now I'm coming out in this same this same format, just paying homage to that. What actually happened was I used to do papers for people in college, and my friend wanted me to do a paper for them, and I was reading all about the Harlem Renaissance to do that, and I was like, well, I got to make a song about this. So that's funny. That's actually really where it came about. A lot of things, like even I got a song called Malcolm Extra. Just I like to read, so I was reading, obviously the autobiography of him. It was really, really dope. So these, like, I kind of get inspired by that because, obviously I wasn't there in these times, but just reading about it and seeing these things, that's just constantly educating myself. That's it.
All right. What producers would you like to work with? Name or no names?
Um, I like DJ Mustard. I know that's kind of fine. I do. I like DJ Mustard. Sometimes I like that little Cali feel. And I don't really know. I don't have like no top producers. It's really just about it's whatever the sound just feels, good. Cause I skim through beats and it's whatever feels good to me at that time. So I'm never like the type of person like, oh, I'm looking for this specifically or even know. It's just I kind of hear it and I just say, oh, okay, and just start right into it. So
Um, and the last question. Even though you didn't put her in your top 5 as far as females, I understand yourself that I'm not going to knock you with that. How do you feel about Rhapsody? Because your flow,
rap
I can see y'all two flowing together.
Rhapsody, yeah, I've had some I've had that comparison before. I like Rhapsody. She definitely can rap. She, like I like her. She's just not one of my top like people for
Gotcha.
whatever reason. Like just I don't know. Um, I need to hear people kind of talk they smack too. I like that.
Okay. All
And
right.
then
That's good.
like that. Even though I like the conscious, I like that too. That's like I say I
That's that
like
New
Jay-Z.
York.
I like.
That's the New York in you. That's the New Yorker in you, definitely.
Like,
Um.
I say I like Cole, but he also he sprinkle his talking
Hmm.
shit too. Like, so no, but she's definitely dope. She can definitely rap, definitely talking about stuff. So definitely appreciate what she's done.
Keep doing what you do. Do you? Another question. Are there any DJ packs out for any of your songs?
No, to be honest, what is a DJ? I don't even know what a DJ pack
Okay,
is.
DJ pack is, even though the song is clean, but it could be a little more cleaned up. Clean,
Is it
dirty, clean, dirty, instrumental, and acapella. That's what a
cleaner?
DJ pack is.
No, I'm sure I could get all of that.
All right.
So
Reach out to Square Knot as far as that is concerned. Keep doing what you do. I wish you the best. Whatever goes on, I hope you succeed at what you're trying to do.
thank you. I appreciate that.
You're welcome.
So we got my man in here that actually connected us with you, and I wanted to, yield some time to him as well, because without him, we wouldn't even know you right now. And I am extremely glad that I've met you. I know the DJs here, the same thing. So we want to give General Taylor a chance to speak as well.
Really nothing to say. She's a great MC. I found her through searching, around, and I noticed her lyrics. Harlem Renaissance is what really connected me to her. Because when I heard that, I was like, whoa. And then I started saying, well, how old is this girl? Like, she really had me thinking. And I said, she's good. And then I went through her videos. And part one, part two, and all that. Yo, this girl is really, she's a biggie. She's really connecting the dots. And I went out there and reached out to her and I said, yo, allow me to introduce you to the world. You're on the journey, and we're gonna go to the world and I'm gonna introduce you. And I feel that her journey is gonna wind up being a great one because everybody who's been interviewing her, everyone who's heard her stuff, they're falling in love. It's time. It's time. We got to stand up and we got to change the radio. We got to change the way that we go about music because corporate America is really dictating everything. And I put up a video where someone was talking about corporate radio. It was a white dude, it was a TED Talk thing. And they were saying that there will more support a black artist talking about shooting other blacks, selling them drugs and stuff like that. The music that she has is wrong. It's like they don't want to support that. Their sponsors don't want to get behind it. But I think we need to change that around because the white people don't have to do that. The rock bands and stuff, they don't have to do that to sell music. And I don't know why we have to do that. Why are we doing it? And we need to just change it. I mean, that's just it. Just give it a shot, and I'm guarantee you, man, it's gonna happen. That's it.
No doubt.
Congratulations.
Definitely, I agree with everything you said. Yeah, like I said, even when I'm talking about politics and how intricate things are, like I was actually having this discussion with some younger rappers over here, and they're like, "Oh, well, that's what people want to hear," and I'm like, "No, that's actually what they choose to put in front of people because they put their money behind certain people, and they push that. Like, you know, you've heard a song that you didn't like at first, but then you heard it a million times, and it just is gonna grow on you. And that's the power of them pushing and putting that money behind, and they do choose who they put their money behind, and they run the media.
Right. You're 100% right about that. I call that the dirty glass theory, that I had seen on YouTube, and I was totally in agreement with it. Where if there's only one glass of water and it's dirty and it sits there long enough, eventually people will start drinking that water, and that's because that's
That's
the
the
only thing
only.
that's there. You know.
Yeah, so when they say that's what people want to hear, it's like, well, that's all you giving them.
Yeah,
So
all you giving them. That's all you giving them. So, salute to you again, for not being that glass of water, for actually being that refreshing, clean glass of water, with something, and you're bringing it, and you're not. Here's the other part to it. You're not afraid to drop it. You know what I mean? And that's a beautiful thing, because you got DJs out there like that's like me, who want to hear what you got and will push what you got. I know I'll tell you right off the bat, you're in the playlist, you know, and I'm
thank
following
you.
you, and I'm gonna continue to follow you. I'm gonna hit, you know, and I'm gonna have you give your Instagram and all your social medias here in a few minutes. But just know that, you know, Square Knot is on board.
I
So
appreciate that.
I'm gonna do what I can do to help you out. I know the rest of the DJ information group, because that's what we're here for, you know. And I always say the DJ information group, we're here to teach, we're here to learn, we're here to share and uplift the members and everybody that's about the culture and the history, and that's what we want to do, because there's so much out there that is being pushed on us right now, you know. And just like General said, the rock bands and all them, they don't have to do any of that, but they put that on us to want us to be the negative ones, and then try to sell that. And that is feeding our minds with something that takes us, a lot of people who, what I call, their minds are a little bit weaker than others. I'll put it to you that way, being nice, as opposed to sitting back and doing like what you're doing and being conscious about it, picking up a book and reading and teaching yourself, you know, and learning more. And then what you do is you put that into your rhymes. You put that into your projects, and it allows for people to, when they sit down and listen to you, they say, "Oh snap! You know what? She is really talking some junk here. You know what I mean? She's really bringing it. You know, and that's what we need. That's what we need. So
Thank you.
I wish we had. I'm gonna be honest with you. I wish we had 1,000 Moni Nayos out there, because someone like you, if there was a ton of you all out there like that, you guys could literally change this game and
Thank
start to teeter this deal that we're seeing now. So much appreciated to you. Much appreciated to you. Much appreciated to you. Keep doing
thank
what
you.
you do, and just know that you got the support. We had a couple other DJs pop in. I know one. I don't know if he's getting off work right now. He may want to say something, but if not, that's he's out of H Town as well. He's just saying salute to you and thumbs up. He's
Thanks.
walking. He works at a hospital, VA hospital, so you know how that can be. And then we got DJ Big Body, and she's actually out of Bed-Stuy, New York, as well.
Hey, hi. Brooklyn.
Hi, just want to say, just keep doing your thing. No questions here.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
So just know, let's. I made some notes, and knowing you a little bit more now, I say you're that conscious, strong rapper or hip hop lyricist. Let me correct that. Hip hop lyricist that is truly fire.
Thank
That's
you.
how I see it.
Thank you. I appreciate
So,
that.
and then on top of that, what I love about you is the fact that you seem to like you're saying, you're reading, you continually educate yourself, and
Hmm.
that's beautiful. And what I ask you to do is on that side, encourage 10 other people to do the same thing. Pick up a book and read all these different books. As a matter of fact, what I would do is I would make a Moni Nayo readers list. Top,
I should.
you know what I'm saying? Of books to read, and share that with 10 people and tell them to share it with 10 people and tell them to do the same thing to spread, so that people can then communicate and we can maybe open up the eyes of so many.
Yeah, especially when we have a lot of, downtown town time right now. That's definitely it.
Yeah. So if you do that and you happen to do it on Instagram or wherever you are, I'm going to be waiting for that list.
Okay.
Change some notes, but whatever you recommend like that, I'm going to read it. I do a lot of reading myself. I'm going to take the time out to sit down and read it, because I want to get that insider view of your thoughts and how you are, and the way your projects are just laid out in the way they are. So I really love what you're doing.
Thank you.
The question that I always ask an artist towards the end of the interview is, what homework do you have for us?
For y'all? Oh, well, I don't know if y'all listen. Well, my newest song that's out is That's Why Bad Girls Winning, and there's a video to it too. I really think y'all should check that one out. I just released it last month, and the video too. And all my social media is Moni Nayo. That's like on Instagram. If you put that on YouTube, if you put that on Tidal, Spotify, Tidal, Apple Music, wherever you stream, it's Moni Nayo. That's MoniNayo, and I'll put that in the message box. And what do you stream from?
What do I stream? I stream from Spotify. I got Spotify, Apple Music.
Okay, so this is a homework for everyone. Why y'all don't got Tidal? It pays the artist more than it pays the artist double what Spotify does, and it's Black owned.
Well, with Tidal, we have it, and I did have Tidal. I'm not going to lie to you. I did have Tidal, but I never really used it because I couldn't get the cleans. There wasn't a lot of cleans for me. There were some, but not a lot of cleans. So
I see cleans of the versions available.
They have some, but for some of the stuff that I play, because I'm not a club DJ, I'm a mobile DJ that's weddings and reunions and different things like that. So I play in corporate events like your music. I could play that at these different events, no problem. But now that we know that, hey, that may change our mind there.
Yeah, I like to spread that too. So.
And that's a beautiful thing, because some DJs may not know. Hey, I'll be honest with you, I didn't know that myself. I know that Jay-Z, I know it's Black owned, and he's connected to that. I know that part.
Yes, it's owned by Jay-Z and then other artists too. So yeah, but it pays like double. It pays more than Apple and Spotify, but it pays double what Spotify pays. But Spotify is like one of the most popular ones, but they're paying artists the least. And then, of course, Black owned. So I always
So I would definitely look into that. And if you have things that are where we can purchase out there, I would definitely do that as well. Because I want to support.
All right, definitely.
That's the other key to it as well. But
yeah, just mostly use it.
Yeah. General said, did you have something, sir? Oh, I thought he
talked to Jay over there, and because I was supposed to call up there about something they was telling me about, and tell them to start getting more clean stuff from the artists. I don't know why they don't do it in the first place.
Yeah.
Like that kind of doesn't make sense because they're all artists, and that's something they should have been doing.
Yeah, because when I was I had because it's part of our DJ software. If you use Serato, I use Serato, we can get it. And then with me being a veteran, I can get it even at a seriously reduced price as well. But I had it for like 4 or 5 months, and maybe was able to pull in like 10 songs that I really found, and I had to search for those songs. But just in the support for you and artists as yourself, hey, I may be able to flip the script on that. But yeah, otherwise just go direct. Do you have a website?
No, I do not have a website.
Okay. Okay.
Bandcamp. Put your stuff on Bandcamp.
On Bandcamp? Okay.
Yeah. Bandcamp. Think about getting yourself a website, and you'll be able to sell some of your stuff directly from your site. Then those funds are going directly to you, depending on how you have your merchant account set up, or however your whatever however you're able to receive monies as well. So
Mm-hmm.
those are different avenues for you, on that point.
All right.
But this has truly, truly been dope. You're a dope artist.
Thank you so
Truly
much.
dope artist. And I'm looking forward to whatever you got going. I will definitely check it. You said that's why bad girls are winning. That's
That's
why
why
bad.
Bad Girls winning,
Yeah,
not the R.
yeah. Yeah, I'll definitely check that out, and I will pull it into the group and listen to it as well. Um, do you have anything else for us?
No, that's it. And thank you guys so much for having me. I appreciate it.
Yeah, and anytime. This is not just a one-time thing. At this point, you're considered family. So
Thank
anytime you want to pop in, all you got to do is go to the DJ information group. We ask that you join the group. We can invite you into it. What is your Moni Nayo on Facebook as well? So I'll do a search for you and send an
you.
invite to you, because we'd love to have you in the group. And at any point where you just, you sit in the back, you're chilling or whatever, and you want to pop in, please do. The other thing too is, if you have some music or something that you're working on, and you're like, I need just another set of ears or something like that, feel
Mm-hmm.
free to reach out to us. I'll make sure that you get all my contact information. As a matter of fact, um, I'll have General get it to you.
All
Um,
right.
then that way, because we'll also talk about a way for me to get the DJ scripts to you, so you can do the drops.
Mm-hmm.
But that way we can stay connected, and go from there. So anytime you need something, and like I say, if you need us to like listen to something for you and give you some honest feedback on it, we're here for you. Yeah.
All right. I appreciate that.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
Appreciate you too. I had one more thing to say.
Oh, Rob,
Sorry I missed it.
okay.
But I would do Patreon instead of Bandcamp. That
Mm-hmm.
way the money will go to you. You don't gotta worry
Okay.
about nobody downloading it for free.
All right.
You know. Bandcamp,
Patron.
there's ways around Bandcamp. Trust me, I know. There's ways around Bandcamp.
Okay. Thank you.
No problem.
Yeah. Speaking of that, you're right. You're right. You're right. I remember we had Tracy Lee was talking about that. I think he mentioned something about it at one time. Was it Tracy Lee?
Yes.
Yeah, that talked
A lot
about
of
it.
people using Patreon.
But yeah, so just look into those different things, and like I said, if there's anything else that we can help you with, by all means, just let us know. Um,
All right. Thank you.
we'll go from there. But what I want to do is I'm gonna close it out like this. I've already said she's conscious. She's dope. She's fire. Her flow is magnificent. Everything, and on top of everything, she's educating herself, and she knows what she wants to do. She's taking the control of it. She's taking the reins of her own life and doing what she needs to do. Moni Nayo, we appreciate you. We appreciate you coming through. We appreciate you coming through and dropping the knowledge on us. And salute to you. Salute
Thank
to you.
you.
Thank you, and have a good night.
All right. Y'all too.